Okay, in this particular question here, as we read through this, John has built a fence which is 10 metres long, etc., etc. I notice here that we've got something in metres, and then we're talking about centimetres further down. So the first thing I would actually do in this case here to make it easy is I would change metres to centimetres, and we know that 10 metres equals 1,000 centimetres. Just something I would do. I like to have all my units the same. Then what we've noticed here, if I was to draw this fence line, just in my head, because I always like to draw pictures, we notice that we're coming in 60 centimetres and from both ends. Okay, and so what we've got is this distance in between here, which is where all the roses are going to be planted. Okay, so we've already got 120 centimetres taken out of this amount here. So if we think we're going to make an equation, y equals something x plus something, the two 60s, which are just a number, are going to form that plus c business. So that's 120. Okay, so we've got something, so many lots of 80, and we'll say the gaps are equal to x, and each of those gaps are 80 centimetres. So there's my equation, y equals 80x plus 120. Now we know that the total distance is 1,000 centimetres, so I'm going to substitute 1,000 for y, and that equals 80x plus 120. And now we solve this equation trying to find x, because x is the number of roses that we're planting. So I move the 120 over to that side, and I end up with 880 equals 80x. Then I divide both sides by 80, okay, and that turns out to be 11 equals x. And so I would write my sentence along the end saying John will plant 11 roses along the 10-metre fence.